Michaela Smith Campbell, the fashion designer and founder for the fashion design brand MACK Smith, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am super excited to be doing with you guys because today is the day that Taylor Swift's 12th studio album comes out, The Life of the Showgirl, today on October 3rd. So I'm super excited to be going over some of the looks that were on her album covers and vinyl covers with you guys. I definitely had to do a video off some of these looks because I saw brands and designers that I admire for some of her costume looks for the covers. So stay tuned. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and also give this video a thumbs up as well. So the first look that I'm definitely gonna be going over and starting with is the album cover look. So this first look that is debuted as her album cover with her slunched in the bathtub is created by the legendary designer Bob Mackie with co-designer P. Manafee. And the sparkling Showgirl ensemble was originally created for the Jewel finale of the long-running Las Vegas show called Jubilee. And of course, this is very on theme for the album title, The Life of a Showgirl. So I love how she used the costume to represent the title and the theme for the album. And I love this sparkling glamorous design created by Bob Mackie because in this photo, she has a bold waist cinching corset that is created from crystals, and she also wore a push-up bra top made out of glistening rhinestones with a face full of makeup. And when she rolled out all of these looks for the album covers and the vinyl covers, I just had to do a video on this because I honestly love the glam. I loved the title and the theme. I'm very excited to be seeing what some of these songs are titled and some of the music videos too. And I'm hoping because this is her 12th studio album and a lot of the costumes so far for the album covers have been top notch, I'm very curious to see if she does create a visual album for The Life of a Showgirl, if there are gonna be a lot of Bob Mackie and the Blonde brand costume. And I'm such a fan of Bob Mackie's. For those of you who may not know, Bob Mackie has been around for like the past 40, 50 plus years in the show business of fashion design. He made the most iconic looks with Cher. Bob Mackie and Cher collaborations back in the day have been one of my top favorite costumes. It's just glitz and glam. I'm a huge fan of his. So I'm hoping to see more of these kind of costumes somehow play out in a lot of her music videos if she does create a visual album. And two, for this first look for the album cover, I really do love how the beaded corset and the tight push-up bra just made out of rhinestones and crystals are just cinching her in so much where it almost looks like she's drowning underneath all that glitz and glam in the tub. So I wonder if that was supposed to be like a symbol for The Life of a Showgirl. So I'm really loving this look, and I do think the costume definitely plays out into the theme of the title. And I also want to make a note that this costume that was originally designed by Bob Mackie for the Jewel finale of the Las Vegas show Jubilee that was produced by Dan Arden. This Las Vegas show also produced over 1,000 costumes with elaborate couture and design pieces worn by the Las Vegas Showgirl. And it was also the longest running Showgirl spectacular in history and ran from 1981 to 2016. So this is definitely an iconic moment for these costumes. I love how Taylor Swift just carried the costumes into her album. So for the next look, this next look is definitely one of my top faves throughout all of these looks on her album covers. And this next look was created by the New York fashion-based brand, The Blonde, created by the creative director David Blonde, as well as Felipe Blonde. This custom-made look was crystal embellished, and my favorite part about this look was definitely the crystal shawl with the fringe ostrich feathers coming from the bottom of the shawl. This look probably would have been my top choice for the album cover because it's just giving very much Showgirl, burlesque, Vegas, Jubilee theme. This is actually a reminiscent of the crystal beaded Oscar de la Renta dress that Taylor Swift wore to the 2022 VMA Awards a couple of years ago. I love how they did a tribute to her past looks and still being very on theme. I also love how she paired a jeweled headpiece on her head. Of course, all of these looks are giving very glitz and glamour, and I love the mood in the background, the colors, like the warm colors, the red color, just giving very soft, bold, like velvet, drape, showgirl as well, and I think that they complement the costumes very well. This next look is an all maroon corset bodysuit, also created by the New York-based design brand, The Blondes. And I love this suit. It's a lot more muted than the other previous two costumes that we went over. And what I love about this is the muted burgundy maroon color. She paired the crystal embellished maroon body suit with matching gloves as well as boots. And we're just seeing her sprawled out over a chair with a dark, moody background. So I'm really excited to be hearing how some of these songs coincide with the storyline and the costumes. When it comes to costumes, fashion, and styling, it can really help further communicate the message. So I'm excited to see what the message of the albums are. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of drama. There's going to be very moody. Some songs are probably going to be very dark just by looking at these costumes and looking at the photos and the photo shoot. So I'm super excited. I'm loving this look by the Blondes. She used the Blondes and Bob Mackie a lot for a lot of these album cover looks. And then I love her makeup, how she just smeared blue eyeshadow very dramatically across her eyes. And then of course Taylor Swift with the red lip. She always has a good red lip. A lot of these photos have a good red lip, so I'm just loving that red lip on top of her whole look. Very classic. So for this next look, she is seen to appear to be in a backstage dressing room for a photo shoot theme. And this next look is also a custom-made look created by the design brand The Blondes as well. And this is more so of a cabaret showgirl look, featuring tall pink ostrich feathers paired with sandals by Renee Cavalera and jewelry by Lorraine Schwartz. And what I'm loving in this look is how she switched out her typical blonde hair for a short black bob, and then in her hand she has a martini glass to accessorize the whole look. I'm loving the powder pink feathers, how they're just very voluminous, they're very dramatic, and they're just covering all of her back. And she has the matching rhinestones, not only for jewelry, but she also has some rhinestone embellishments in her heels. And this look is a more bold, daring look. I love the teardrop rhinestones and crystals in her headpiece. This is a completely different headpiece. All of her headpieces are completely different. They give off a different kind of look to her outfits, and this one, I love the teardrops in it, the teardrop crystals. It's very bold, it's very dramatic. I even love the background. This look gives me a story of as if she's backstage. I mean, it's called The Life of a Showgirl, the title, but it's as if she's backstage in her dressing room getting ready, and she's drinking a martini. She doesn't look too happy. It looks like there's some stuff going on behind the scenes of A Life of a Showgirl. And that accessory piece of even having the little martini glass just really emphasizes and communicates the message stronger, and it helps give you more of a visual and idea of some of these songs and what she's going to be talking about. This also signifies that she could also be very vulnerable as to what happens backstage, behind the scenes in show business, in the industry. I'm very excited. I love the costumes. I love how she's acting out and enacting a story for a photo shoot to help better communicate her message. And then last but certainly not least, for Life of a Showgirl album, this next look, it almost reminds me of the previous all pink powder pink look, but this time we're going for the dark burgundy mysterious color, and these are the long feathers that are just surrounding her face. You only see Taylor Swift's face, and then of course she has a star headpiece, signifying that she's the star of this album. She's the star of her own life, and she is a huge superstar at that. So I love what this headpiece is saying. I love how it beautifully complements the dark background, and this headpiece is just so sparkly. It grabs your attention, and I believe this could either be from Bob Mackie inspiration or the Blondes. I'm loving the dark burgundy colors. I mean, the set, the photo shoot is so moody. It's so dark. I'm very curious to see a lot of these songs and hear a lot of the songs to see what she has to say. This is her 12th studio album that drops today, October 3rd, so I'm super excited to be looking at the soundtrack and hopefully some music videos coming out with a lot more costumes. I'll definitely be on the lookout. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Also give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what some of these costumes can signify, because fashion, costumes, and styling can help and go such a long way in better communicating your message about how you show up in the world, what message you are trying to convey, and whatnot. So let me know what messages you think that she's trying to convey through a lot of these looks for her album below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.